Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel, Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan. So 2 videos ago, we talked about Major League Baseball and the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball partnering up and changing rules in the minor leagues to see if they'd work in the majors. And well, as of a couple of days ago, we got some new rules that are going to be effective in 2019 and some new rules effective in 2020, and we're going to talk about all of them right now. A quick disclaimer, I'm trying not to make a lot of my videos opinionated from this point on, because you guys know I have a really big Yankee bias, but I'm going to try to go ahead and just tell you guys what I think, and not say if it's good or bad, or if a team is good or bad, or whatever, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys, and talk you through these new rules, but right off the bat, there's some I do not like, and I hope these don't work, and these don't, play out the way Major League Baseball wanted them to, because I don't want them in the game. And I'm just going to say that now. I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think on each and every rule that we talk about here in the comment section so we can have a conversation and bounce ideas back off of each other. So the first one, effective in 2019, is inning breaks. We saw this with the minor leagues and how this is going to change with minor leagues. I'm pretty sure for teams like the Somerset Patriots and the Long Island Ducks, the breaks went from 2 minutes and 25 seconds in between innings to 1 minute and 45 seconds. I don't remember exactly. That is 2 videos ago. If you guys want to check that out, I'll put the link down below in the description as well for you guys to go ahead and watch if you have not seen that already. And all this information, by the way, again, quick disclaimer, is coming from Major League Baseball's official app, at Bat. So I'm reading all of this off of the website and the article. You guys can go check it out for yourself as well. So subject to discussions with broadcast partners, inning breaks will be reduced from 2 minutes and 5 seconds to 2 minutes in local games, which is like division games, and from 2 minutes 25 seconds to 2 minutes in national games. The commissioner's office retains the right to further reduce the breaks to 1 minute and 55 seconds in local and national games for the start of the 2020 season. So at the moment, we're going to see the breaks in between innings go down to 2 minutes, and that could be reduced even further when 2020 hits. But right now, for 2019 season, each team will have 2 minutes to get from offense to defense and defense to offense. That's not a crazy one. I can actually deal with that one. I think that's not terrible, and that should work out pretty well. Now we have the trade deadline. The August waiver trade period will be eliminated. The July 31st trade deadline will be the only deadline. Players may still be placed and claimed on outright waivers after July 31st, but trades will no longer be permitted after that date. This one I also kind of agree with, because now teams that might be borderline playoffs and like ending at the regular season have to make moves earlier on, which for us, I think it's going to be more exciting because, we have rumors maybe of players being traded, or a big guy goes to another big team, and this might boost their potential in the playoffs. This will be really cool. Instead of waiting till August 31st when the season is almost over, we have a little more flair towards the end of July, which I think is cool, and I like that. We're going to go into this one, though, and I cannot stand this. The All-Star Game is getting changed, but more specifically, it's the voting in the All-Star Game. Fan voting will be conducted in 2 rounds. A primary round that mirrors the All-Star voting of old, following in late June or early July by an election day in which the top 3 vote getters at each position and each league during the primaries will be voted on by fans in a prescribed time period to determine the All-Star starters. Whoa, okay. So from what I've understood and what I've read, pretty much you'll have 3 players from each position that'll get the top vote. And then you'll get another round, and those 3 guys will be the only ones you can vote for said position in each league, and that determines the starter. So there's only going to be a certain amount of guys on this. And I mean, this is kind of interesting here. Comment down below again what you guys think. But I don't like the whole election day idea. I prefer the voting, let the fans just decide all of it. We're going to pick the guys we want. I mean, yes, the top 3 vote getters could potentially go to another round where we then vote individually for them. But just, why change things at this point? We're making things more complicated here than it needs to be. And who knows, maybe by the time the All-Star Game comes around, I might like it. But at the moment, it just doesn't seem that great. I like regular baseball, like 2018, 2017. Keep it that way. Do not go ahead and change things up on me right now. As far as the game itself is concerned, the 10th inning and all subsequent innings of All-Star games that go into extra innings will begin with a runner on second base. A more detailed explanation of the All-Star changes can be found in the article. I don't like this. You're going to have a runner start at second base at the beginning of each extra inning. So 10th inning, if it goes into the 11th inning, 12th inning. The whole game of the All-Star game is to see, the best of the best play. And starting a guy off on second, he doesn't really deserve to be there. He didn't get a hit to get there. He just kind of was thrown there because of a rule. And, players don't get a whole lot of playing time in the All-Star game. They get like an inning or two maybe at most, and then they're taken out and replaced with someone else. So you're not going to have maybe one of the best players on second base anyway for this. It just kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. They're changing too much when it comes to the All-Star game. This is a classic game. And, right in the middle of the year, we all really like this and the home run derby, which was also changed a little bit. Let's not change it a whole lot, keep it simple, the way the fans like it, Mound visits. This was also changed for the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball as well. The maximum number of mound visits per team will be reduced from 6 to 5 per game. MLB had instituted an initial mound visit limitation prior to the 2018 season. So for minor leagues, you can't visit the mound at all unless someone's hurt or you're taking them out of the game. So big difference here between major leagues and minors. We'll see what kind of carries through 2020 and 2021 if they make any changes to it. But I like how you can still go to the mound at some point throughout the season and throughout the game for each team in majors, because that's strategy. That's talking strategy, trying to get guys out, this and that. So I am okay with that one. Moving on. Changes effective in 2020. Active roster provisions. So this is a big one. Pretty much all that's going to be happening here is the rosters are going to be changed so you can carry more players throughout the season. The roster size from opening day through August 31st will increase from 25 to 26 players, with the minimum number of active players rising from 24 to 25. So if people are hurt, you can't carry a whole lot of injured guys on the team. And roster sizes for double headers rising from 26 to 27, so you guys have more to choose from. The 40-man active roster for September will be eliminated. From September 1st through the end of the regular season, all clubs will carry 28 players, which is big. I mean, that's just also kind of like postseason strategy and stuff as well. Furthermore, the number of pitchers a club can carry on the active roster will be capped at a certain number to be decided by the Math Joint Committee. To adhere to that rule, clubs will have to designate each of their players as either a pitcher or a position player prior to each player's first day on the active roster for a given season. That designation cannot change for the remainder of the season. Position players will not be allowed to pitch except in the following scenarios. So this pretty much goes towards Shohei Ohtani, but he's hurt right now. And I think Reds pitcher Mike Lorenzen also wanted to try hitting and pitching. That might not be possible. So here are the conditions in which a player could do both. They are designated as a two-way player. So a player can only qualify for this designation if he sums up at least 20 Major League innings pitched and at least 20 Major League games started as the position player or designated hitter, with at least 3 plate appearances in each of those games in either the current or the prior season. Or extra innings, then you can have a position player play as a pitcher, and then in any game in which the team is losing or winning by more than 6 runs when he enters as a pitcher. So, Shohei Ohtani, I did mention he is hurt, so he can only hit the season anyway, and he would be able to qualify, I'm pretty sure, as a two-way player. But guys like Michael Lorenzen will not have really an opportunity to do so at this point in time unless they make changes to this, or they're losing by 6 or more runs. The 3-batter minimum for pitchers. So this is one that's really been talked about. I mean, I was expecting this to happen. It happened again with the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. So we're seeing some similarities and some differences here between the two. And this is simple. A pitcher cannot come out of the game unless hurt or they have pitched to 3 batters and they have completed 3 batters at bats. Or, of course, the inning is over. Then the next inning, a new pitcher can come in. And this pretty much takes away strategy behind certain things. Like if you have left-handed hitter Bryce Harper up and you have a right-handed pitcher on the mound, now you take him out, so you put a left-handed in, so the matchups are better. And then you have Rhys Hoskins, right? Unless the inning ends after Bryce Harper, you cannot change that left-handed pitcher. So you have to have a left-handed pitcher face off against Rhys Hoskins and hope you don't give up a home run. That makes sense. I just thought that would kind of work out as a pretty cool example because we have a really big, powerful Phillies lineup, and why not, you know? And now the final rule in 2020 that will be effective is the injured list. The minimum time a player spends on the injured list will be increased back to 15 days from 10, and the minimum assignment period of pitchers who are optionally assigned to the minors will increase from 10 days to 15 days. Can't speak. MLB has reduced the minimum injured list period to 10 days prior to the 2017 season to reduce the incentive for teams to play shorthanded or for players having to play at least that full strength. However, teams manipulated the rule change to rotate relievers on and off their active rosters, thereby maintaining a full slash of rested arms, which resulted in more pitching changes. So a lot of rules, a lot of baseball lingo and terminology here. And overall, the majority of these are okay. 3-pitcher minimum, I'm still on the fence about. Don't know if I love it or not. I think it should work out pretty well, though, overall for Major League Baseball and the 30 teams. But yeah, guys, that's going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop a like down below, comment, and subscribe. Please get down there in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about one of these rules or all of these rules. There's a lot we just covered in this video. And yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.